Welcome back, guys, to episode 2 of the raid series. Today we are going to jump into customs. For some reason this has not been examined, which is strange. Sue me. But anyway, so last raid was very good. Last episode we had loads of luck. We are going to jump into customs this time. Reason why is because we do need the customs scav kills, and also there's just loads of items you can find in a raid like that. Fortunately, we do have to go in 6 in the morning, but once the 10 minutes of loading time which you have, matching time which you have nowadays, is gone, then we should be chilling and make sure everything's insured. We do have the painkillers, the splint, bandage, never forget that, and let's just jump in. So one thing I did want to tell you guys is that in the last raid series I said that excuse me, you don't have to give the fuel on in your hideout in order to make the Slewer kits, and that's true, but then it takes 10 times as long to make one Slewer kit, so just keep that in mind. If you do actually want to make them relatively quickly, then one of the best things you can actually do is just leave the fuel on. And for us, we already have two fuel canisters, so we should be alright. Shouldn't be much of a problem. So for this raid, I'm basically just going to run my safe customs loot run, which is also on my YouTube channel. I'll see if I can put it in the description down below for you guys. Okay, so we need that for a task. They need to be found in raid though. So one thing, I put this in my secure container, but basically, if I don't make it out of this raid, then there really isn't much point, because then it isn't counted as found in raid anyway. Let me just adjust my microphone so I can sit a little bit closer and actually see what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys can still hear me alright. This is a dangerous place. People like to camp on top of that hill. I feel very exposed coming up this way. It is what it is. Sometimes campers camp. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just listen for a second. I like to camp on top of that rock too. I'm basically just trying to keep away from any people at this point, really. That's 7 and 37. That's actually pretty good ammo for the Mosin. So I am going to just grab that, take that with me. There is another stash at like the area straight in front of me. I don't think it's worth trying to go for, because the guy that spawned here most likely went that way. I'm just going to stick to the edge of the map. Try not to get myself killed. Hopefully everyone rotates the map like they should. I never go into that train cart. There is some loot there. I just don't like going in there. So we have another stash here. Seems like the person that spawned here was in a hurry, so he probably just wanted to get to the dorms quickly. You need this gunpowder for a task, you need this set for a task. That's fighting at the gas station if I'm not mistaken, so we might want to steer clear of that area. There might be the sniper scav on top of the silo in construction. How do you guys like the Steam audio? Okay, I'm going to do something a little bit risky. I'm going to go to this camp over here to see if I can find a flash drive on the floor there. So it can be here or here on the floor. A couple of weeks ago I actually found two, so both spawns had spawned. would be huge right now if we find two. Try not to move too quickly. Don't make too much noise. Now I'm trying to listen out to where the gunfire is coming from. Okay. Fuel conditioner is huge either way. Want to know why? This fuel conditioner costs 91k, even if you sell it to therapist when it's not found in raid. So having that 91k, definitely worth taking with you. T ammo is actually one of the best ammo types you can find right now. You don't really need that toothpaste. Just wanted to check how much ammo was in here. Now, normally I would go over into construction. Because of all the gunfire that's going on there, I'm actually going to stay to this side. Which might blow up in my face, but we'll see. As you guys can see, paying attention to all the gunfire in the map is just really important. Another fuel conditioner, that's huge. Taking that with me. You need a couple of those. Don't necessarily need the herring. The horse is alright, I guess, but that's something you find so often. I'm not really fussed about dropping that. Point where I actually do want to cross into construction. We're probably going to have to get into a fight anyway. Hopefully there's no one behind me. It's a dead body. He got killed by the sniper scout most likely, yep. That fast MT is only level 1, by the way, so you guys know. So it's not really worth picking up. See what we can drop. Splint, bandage. Should be good enough. We're not going to go to the left side here because of all that fighting. Let's take a look at the boat. There we go. And that's that. I just like to move around like this. Good raid. Actually, that wasn't too bad. We got a couple of items that are really worth it. The fuel conditioners, you need 4 found in raid, and even if you die with them in your secure container, then it's not a bad thing at all. Zavodskoy, isn't that? Looks like the last name of Rashala's minions, but that's not. That was the sniper scav I killed. So, definitely not one of Rashala's minions. We did manage to grab another Mosin. MP153, that's always nice to find. Let's just chug all this into the old stash. The red gunpowders I'm probably going to sell, just because of the fact that they are worth quite a bit on the flea market. This tool set I'm going to keep because of the fact that I need it for a task later on. Found some money, found some cigarettes we need for tasks. I'm already noticing that it's going to be very important for us to find some more money and then buy the scav box from Therapist relatively soon, because we're already starting to run out of storage space. So I don't have to take that bank robber thing with me, but all this is actually not too bad. So if we look at what we can sell here, the dog tags you actually want to keep because you need them for a task too. These I just sell. Don't really see the need of keeping them. And then these slugs are not very good either, so I'll sell them. We're at 88k. And we're at level 2, so there's not much we can do. I don't think I want to keep this, so I'm going to disassemble it. And this is the way you can actually make the most out of your stuff you disassemble. First, see what Therapist buys with disassembled weapon, that's nothing. Then you go into Scare, sell to him. And then lastly, you go into our boy Mechanic and sell to him too. Grenades are actually sold to Prapor for the most profit. And that's about it. What I do want to do still is run the scav here on factory after we put in a new slewer kit to be made. There we go, get that. Just start making that again. You can actually have the painkillers that are only 3 out of 4 and still use that to make the items. So let's just jump into this factory raid. If we can get out here, it's actually quite nice that we have that body armor. The site is actually pretty good too, but we don't have any opportunity of buying an attachment for the AK that we have to put that on. We can keep it or sell it or whatever. If we do keep it and we find like a bastion or whatever, then later on we can alter an AK we find in order to have it scoped with the sight, and then it's a much better weapon already. We are Grizzly. We have office window. Okay. I just want to get up there. 14 minutes left in the raid. That means most PMCs will probably be gone. I'm dead. Wow! That was a lot of people. Oh my god. That was loads of them. I'm still... You know what? One of my problems is this wipe, which I have noticed, is that moving around my cursor, because I'm now so used to using like actual heavy gear, like a Gen 4 and an exfil helmet or whatever, that my sensitivity is so high that every time I try to flick, I just miss completely. So that's something I really need to work on. But honestly, I think that's it for this episode. It is a little bit of a shorter one. I'm just going to hand in that Slewer kit to Therapist, even though it's full, because with the out of raid healing, I don't really care about that stuff, to be honest with you. All in all, our PMC raids have been going quite well so far. Next episode, we are probably going into customs again, because we only got to kill 2 scavs. We need 3 more, and we need another MP133 shotgun. Which, if we can't even find it in a raid, then we can still find it through the scav. If he spawns with it, then we can try to get out of the raid that way. By the way, if on the scav run you do get the office extract, which is on the 3rd floor of that building we just tried to get into, then maybe it's smart, and I try to do this every now and again, to just go around the map through the tunnels or whatever in order to get to the regular extract, because up there it's always very, very dangerous. But that's it for this episode. If you haven't yet, please subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes. Hit the notification bell. Don't forget that, because otherwise you won't get a notification. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Eddie, out.